What's up, y'all, and welcome back to CountryCast. Yellowstone Season 5 will premiere its mid-season finale on New Year's Day, January 1st, 2023, and it's looking like there will be a lot in store for that episode and for the remainder of Season 5 as things are really heating up. And in the trailer for the mid-season finale episode, we were shown that Jamie Dutton will give his speech announcing that the Attorney General's office for the state of Montana is seeking impeachment of John Dutton based off of what appears to be really manipulation from his love partner Sarah Atwood, who is also with Market Equities, who fed Jamie that Market Equities will be suing John Dutton as he had the Yellowstone ranch placed in a conservation easement. And as that happens, the trailer also ramps up the anticipation, with fans hearing Beth tell John that he, speaking of Jamie, has declared war on us. And John simply responds with, "I'm aware, Beth." And then it cuts away from that segment. So no doubt this is another big problem that the Duttons will be up against, but there is also something else that is occurring, and it may be the beginning of another major issue. And with it being Yellowstone, we cannot assume that it is just a easy problem that it may look like on the surface or not as serious as what I had just mentioned. Because in the last episode of Yellowstone, episode 7, which I just have to say, it was a fantastic episode. We learned during that episode that Rip will be leaving the ranch, and he tells Beth while they're at the fairgrounds that he could be gone for up to an entire year. Now, the reason for Rip's departure is that multiple stillborn bison calves were located during their cattle drive and branding. The calls came from brucellosis, which, as you see here straight from the Mayo Clinic, it is a bacterial infection, and it also notes that it can be spread from animals to people, and as we saw, it has an effect on birth of offspring. So with that infection throughout the cattle and throughout the land is now tainted, and so are the cattle, but the cattle were returned to the ranch, if you remember, where they were vaccinated. John is now in a tough position as he has to find another pasture that he can lease somewhere else, particularly with warmer weather conditions to allow the herd to continue to feed. And of course, this is going to be very pricey for the Duttons. It was even notated from Beth that they do not have the funds to even do this. So that's a very interesting and complex situation that they are facing. But this is where Rip was informed, and he takes it upon himself to be in charge of this job. Also, he tasked Walker, Teeter, Jake, and Ryan to join him to make this happen. So with how the show always has twists and turns, and what could this mean for the Duttons and their ranch? With what is happening with Jamie, will Rip not be there to help if things turn ugly? And is there potential for Rip to maybe catch this infection while he is away? Or any of the other bunkhouse boys? And of course, Teeter. This is a very vital time for John to not have his right-hand man close by, but due to all what is going on, John may lose out on having Rip to take care of issues that maybe he normally would in a time like this. Could this have a negative effect on the Duttons as they go head-to-head with Jamie and Market Equities? This is just another piece to the puzzle, and it has great potential to develop into something I believe really major. Yellowstone has had its low moments for sure in the show, where it might have been slower for most fans who were watching, but it is all really just building blocks for something grand, as I mentioned earlier, and I believe that this may be what takes us there. So guys, we would love to know your thoughts and theories on what's to come as we have some time before the mid-season finale, as well as the start of the second half of this season. So let us know down below in the comments. That will be it for today's video. Thank you for tuning in to CountryCast. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. Again, thank you to everyone.